Hey Siri, take me to the subway on 10-8.
From the screen to the ring to the pen to the game. That's my crown, was my ring. I always turn my when I ring. And I really see it in my heart.
It's like every time I'm hungry as everything takes forever. Like I'm at a red light, holy, and I'm just trying to fucking eat my food.
You got the sub of the way here. I got a foot long. Cause I'm freaking hungry as shit. I forgot to toast my buns. Holy crap. It's not even the bread I asked for. It's all good, I guess. Holy freaking shit. This shit's so bussing. I got this job because I just wanted some money. I turned 16. No one else really hires. I pulled up, got hired the same day, filled out all the paperwork, was locked in. Everybody's like, she's like, oh, we'll train you. But like, there's really, like, she shows you around. Or they showed me around, but it wasn't really like in depth. But I mean, what was so in depth of building a sandwich at the time? You know, like I wouldn't think it would take a lot to build a sandwich, and it really doesn't. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into working at a Subway. All the prepping, you gotta cut up the tomatoes, the lettuce, and that shit got me nervous as fuck. I would be sweating like a mother. Like holy shit, profusely. This is so sad. I'm sorry, like. Whoever I did this to, if you're still out there and you watch this, I sincerely apologize. I was 16. Hopefully I can't be tried for like murder or something. I feel so fucked. I was chefing it up for these two. It was a father and a son. They pulled up, asked me for whatever sandwich. I'm like, bet. But there's people before that. Like I say, I was sweating profusely. And I had my hair like this, right? That shit would hang off, right? My shit was, bruh, okay. Imagine this is the sandwich, right? You can see it. I was making that shit. Sweat got in the sandwich. And I don't know if they saw her or not. And they still took the sandwich. But if it was me, I would have been like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out. Like, why the fuck are you sweating in my fucking sandwich, bitch? Like, I would be pissed off. And I could literally see my point of view cooking. I see them. I'm here. I'm cooking. I'm just making the fucking sandwich. And then I look down. I see the sweat drops. Ding, ding. In the fucking sandwich. Like, dude, I feel like absolute shit, bro. Like, now that I think back to it, I'm sorry. Like, that's going to carry with me for life. Like, I was a fucking idiot. Please do not sue me. Now it makes me think every time I go eat somewhere, like what if somebody's sweat gets in my shit, gets in my fucking food. I was working, you know, you gotta cut that shit up. You gotta cut it up, the footlongs in the middle, whatever. And then so, listen, I'm a dumbass, okay? I will admit that 100%. I'm a dumbass. I cut that shit, or I was going to cut that shit, and it was a little wet. Cause it's fucking weird. The fucking knives, they put them in this thing and it's like wet, and it like. You can like clean it and then it's wet, and if it's like weird wet shitty, it's shit in there. So you pull it out and go to cut, and I was going to cut, right? The fucking palm of my hand, I had the glove on, and I was like, I'm gonna wipe it off with the palm. Somehow I cut my fucking hand. Why the fuck would I do that? Why? You're gonna ask why? Why? I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, that was the dumbest move ever. And it was one of those, like, you know, we get like a little paper cut, like it hurts, but not like till afterwards. It was just like one of those cuts, like you don't really know the damage. So I went, fing, cut. I was like, I felt a little something. I was like, it's all cool. I go to cut the sandwich. My hand's bleeding. What the fuck? Yeah, my hand's fucking bleeding. I'm like, oh shit, I just fucking got the sandwich. What the fuck am I gonna do? And then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta tell someone. I told the manager. I was like, look, I'm sorry. I fucked up. My hand's fucking bleeding. I cut the fucking sandwich. I wasn't thinking. I fucked up, okay? she's like, okay. And then she looks at the sandwich and she's like, shit. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, is she going to give it to the person or what are we going to do here? She throws it away. Thank God. I was the dumbass. She knew what she was doing. So we made it all over again. I went and washed my hand off, bleeding profusely. I will say, Subway as a job is so stressful. I think it's one of the most stressful fast food. I remember one night, it was just me and one chick. I think the store closes at like 9 or 10. I can't remember. I was ready to get out of there at 8:30. I think my shift was going to be over. Dude, I think it was after a football game. Everybody just started coming in. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I stayed with that chick that was working. Before people came in, we were already ready to like shut shit down. Like I cleaned the floor and I cleaned the everything was clean. What in the shit is going on? I was like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Dude, I was stressing like my balls off, bro. I was like, fuck. This 1 week job gave me so much respect for fast food workers. And one of the, in my opinion, that's the most I've ever been stressed doing a fucking job. A bunch of people that came from church pulled up. I don't know what the fuck they were. Just, they pulled up. A shit ton. A big ass family. I'm like, here we go. And so I'm like, gotta lock in. One of the wives is like, don't worry guys, we're nice. We'll take your time. Bro, motherfuckers were not nice. Like, the dudes. We were going along the line, making the food and shit. There's one guy. You should have seen the amount of fucking salt and pepper I put on his fucking sandwich, bro. It was insane. Keep going. Then I was like, you okay? You tell me when to stop then. One of the wives is like, oh, he likes a lot. I was like, the fuck? Motherfucker. Like, you could see the pepper almost fucking, not a mountain, but I mean, dude, that shit was maybe I say a good 10 to 20 seconds. And I can't remember how the fuck exactly, but I remember him getting pissed off because I was like, okay, so you had these two, and then he paid for it. And then I gave him the 2, and he was like, no, wait, what? I had 4 of them. There's 4 of us. Well, what is this? I just paid for only 2. I was like, yeah, I thought you just had 2. And okay, my fault too. I'm not going to lie. First week, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get these other 2. I'm going to ring him up by himself. He's like, no, that should have been it. I should have just paid for that. That was it. You need to give me mine. I was like, no, bro, like you didn't pay for these 2. You just paid for 2. He's like, oh my God. This is unbelievable. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, fuck. And like, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I just remember bro was tripping off a Percocet 30. For them to literally pull up and say, don't worry, we're nice. It's the biggest lie ever. A few days after I started at Subway, my cousin asked my dad if he knew anybody that could work for him. My dad asked me, and I was like, yeah, I'll do it. My dad was like, oh, but you're working at Subway. And I was like, yeah, but he ended up asking me. He's like, dude, I'll pay you $100 a day. You just work for me. We come up here to Lubbock, and you work for me, and for the rest of the summer, and we'll figure it out. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, fuck this shit. No, inside of me, I felt bad for Subway. Damn, I just started. I'm gonna quit. So I called the lady, and I was like, yeah, I kind of want. I don't want to work here anymore. I'll work with my cousin. I kept working with my cousin the rest of the summer, and it's just crazy. Like God, like came in clutch. He came in so clutch. If that wouldn't have happened, I would have been so cooked. What are the odds that same week my cousin's like, yeah, bro, I need someone to help me. Like, dude, let's go. Last story I have here. Feeling myself, I was having a good day. Like, let's get this shit done. Lady pulls up, already acting rude. She's like, let me get the veggie sandwich. Says she wanted the meal. She got a Coke with it. Yeah, I'm eating my veggies, but let me drink a Coke. The fuck? And then I just gave her the total amount just by the sandwich by itself, I think, or without the chips or whatever. And I was like, 8 something. And she was like, okay. And I was like, oh wait. And then I put in the drink with it, the combo, whatever. She pulls up. I'm like, 8, whatever. Like it's like $1 more maybe. She's like, nuh-uh, you told me so much back there. Why are you telling me this now? I was like, because I didn't finish putting in whatever. It should be that much because it's a combo. It should be cheaper because it's a combo. And then she ended up just giving me her card, and I swiped it, and we're all good. We're all Gucci. I was like, all right, then let me go make your fucking sandwich. And then so I went and made the sandwich. I don't know if it was in my head that I I was like, I'm not gonna put that much veggies because, you know, maybe she wants to lose weight. She was like, I don't know, like maybe she just went through a fucking divorce or some shit. She was dressed up and she was kind of a, you know, and she was dressed up in like workout attire, workout hat. Just got done walking like one lap around the fucking track and said, it was like, I'm done. I'm gonna go eat fucking Subway. I'm gonna eat a fucking veggie sandwich and say I'm fucking healthy. Shut the fuck up. The bitch calls Subway. The bitch is like, hello. I just got home. I live 30 minutes out of town. Bitch, 30 minutes out of town? Okay. There's no lettuce in my sandwich. Just a little bit of lettuce in the sandwich. That's what the sandwich is supposed to be, lettuce. And there's other veggies too, but like I guess I didn't put enough lettuce. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna say yes I did put enough or I didn't put enough. I don't know what the fucking standard amount of lettuce is to go into a veggie sandwich. But okay, whatever. She got pissed off. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Over the phone. And then my manager pulls up. And I'm like, here. Like, she's like, yes. And he didn't put enough lettuce in the sandwich, and that's what it consists of. It's supposed to be mostly lettuce. And I was like, my manager was like, okay, if you would like to bring that back, we can get you a full refund for that. She's like, okay. I don't think that bitch ever came back. I bet she ate it. She so good. And then she called, there's no lettuce in the sandwich. Bitch, shut the up. Just so fucking annoying from the fucking beginning, bro. Like, shut the shit up, bitch. Like, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking like that. We're trying the churro. Is that a foot long? Let me see. What the fuck is this? Tastes like chemicals.